you have known each other
Yeah.
basically. So, I got Hendrix probably like uh maybe like a year after I started at our old job, at our old.
Hmm.
So that was 2019.
Get the fuck out of here.
That was 2019. Hendrix officially turned 7 years old today.
Whoa. Good. What?
Yeah, brother. I've been trying to wrap my mind around it for like the last week because in human years that's 50. So
Yeah.
it's like, bro,
Because Hendrix is
that's like,
bigger, right?
whoa.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean
I didn't realize it had
he's
been
I
that
mean he's right.
long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Look
yeah.
at him.
Bring up
This
the
is him.
birthday boy. What's good, Hendrix? Happy birthday, my
Hendrix,
man.
birthday boy. How we feeling? We
Yeah.
talking
Oh,
about you.
not
How
oh,
we
not
feeling?
the.
Yeah, he be jawing me, bro. He got these little paws of steels. It's like the doodle in them. They be punching.
But you know what?
Hendrix.
I read that when dogs do that, it is their way of petting you. Because my dog does that to me. Like we'll just be chilling, and like she'll take her paw and like jab me in the face. I read that that's their way of like petting you.
Oh, okay. All right. So what
Yeah, because
happens
I
when
was
they
like, I
do it?
know she's not stealing off on me.
Yeah, what happens when they do it to other dogs then?
That I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. He sometimes he be jabbing other dogs, and I don't really think they take too well to it. It's funny. Hendrix is not liked by a lot of other dogs. I'm not gonna say
You
he's
know,
not liked. I think he just be a little too much,
you know
too
what's funny about
energetic.
my dog? So my dog is a Beagle Chihuahua mix. So she's little. She is in her 80s in human years. So what she does is she doesn't like bigger dogs. So she'll cry in front of them to make them think that she wants to say hello, and then they'll run up on her, and then she'll like show her teeth.
No, Lord have mercy.
Like we were taking pictures one time. We were at a park and the German Shepherd was across the park and she started growling at the German Shepherd and I was like, "Hey, dog, if that German Shepherd come over here, I ain't got nothing for you. Like he's gonna
I ain't
kill
got
you."
nothing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now you will be food today.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Hendrix. Well, I mean, I picked him up in like he was born on June 2nd, 2019. That's all that matters. I know some of y'all do like gotcha days. Listen, full bred. I mean, he's a Labradoodle, but fully 100% Labradoodle. I don't really care about the gotcha date. It was a great trip, and thank you to my friends Sam and Such and Tad who came with me. But outside of that,
Shout out to
all
them
I thought
guys.
about when he was born, and I looked at him and I said, "That's gonna be a dog right there." I'll tell
And,
you
and,
when I
and
picked him
he's
up.
been a dog.
Oh, he has been. He's the sweetest dog. Um, so here's the thing: when I picked him up, the person who was selling him to me, he was like, I mean, she was like, "This one right here, rascal." She said, "Watch out. He likes to get into stuff, but he's a little rascal." She said, "He's a sweet boy, a little rascal."
I don't think I've
And
ever heard
boy,
someone describe
has
a
he
dog.
been just that. Seven years of this. Here's the thing. He's never been the dog to like chew up stuff or go in the
Hmm.
trash or his one thing that he just can't help himself with is paper and cardboard and like chewing on like ends of like because he loves his bones. So you gotta think some of the stuff he likes doing is like chewing on like the ends of like wooden drawers.
Interesting.
I think
Okay.
that's like an anxious thing sometimes
Hmm.
when I'm not there. So I just started getting him more bones.
Interesting. Our dog, same thing. Doesn't like tearing stuff up, but yeah, cardboard. Like we have a brown bag that we use for recycling. We've come home many times, and she's ripped through the bag. She's chewed up
Like tissue, chew
shoeboxes.
paper, going through
Yeah,
it.
like
Can't help
tissue, stuff like that.
it. Yeah. And I've had a few people watch him, and they were like, he was so sweet, but he got like a piece of paper or like a business card and just started ripping it, and then
Yeah,
just he didn't eat it. He just kind of just left it there. I was like, oh, God damn
yeah.
it! You got to keep telling the sitters, do not paper, cardboard. Keep it away from everything else. He's chill. But everyone who's watched him has said he's like the best dog ever, sweetest dog ever.
Do you allow Hendrix on furniture?
Yeah, let him sit on like the couch and
Hmm.
stuff. The bed stuff is hard because a lot of times he'll just get in the bed when I'm asleep,
Hmm.
and then I'll just like halfway roll around, and I just start feeling a little dog body, and it just be so late at night that unless he, because sometimes he'll really take up a lot of bed.
Yep.
But most of the time he's just at the end, just kind of curled.
Does Hendrix growl when you? So our dog, like, she can't jump in this. She's too old now. But like, she jump in the bed, try to sleep in the bed with us. As soon as someone breathes wrong, she's growling at us and she jumps off the bed like she's pissed. Like, you have your own bed. You have a whole crate. It has a fan. It has, like, we have a sheet over it so it feels like a cave. Like, you have everything. It's in a corner. It's dark. Like, you have everything you need. Why are you in here with us? But now she can't jump.
Hendrix got a bed in the living room, and then I kind of make him a makeshift bed every night. And it's like, yo, what are we doing here?
Our dog has a bed in our bedroom, a bed in our office. We have a sofa and like a love seat, and I like to lie down on a love seat. Not anymore. The right cushion is for her. Like, if I'm sitting in her seat, like, she'll come up and like start crying and get in my face until I move out of her seat. Like, what the hell, man? Don't pay the first bit of mortgage.
Not a one. Professional moochers they are.
Yes, they are.
But we love them, and they all go to the same place. And if you think otherwise, you need to look within yourself.
You going to the other place?
Yeah, you definitely. That's a great point. You are definitely going to the other place if you think dogs aren't going to heaven. They're literally like the sweetest animals.
We don't deserve them.
Yeah, we really don't. They are like unequivocally like some of the best animals.
I used to hate dogs until I got this dog.
Can you believe there are sometimes a certain demographic of people when they see me and Hendrix being walked? I mean, when I'm walking Hendrix, they think
you're the sitter?
No, they get scared. They like clutch pearls at Hendrix. And I'm
why?
I'm like, lady or person or people, if this little dog scares you, I promise you, you ain't seen nothing out here with dogs.
No. Well, I got bit by a golden retriever once. That's when I hated dogs.
A golden retriever?
Yeah, man, it was traumatic.
Goldens are hit or miss.
And then
most of them are hits though.
I made a deal with my wife, and that's how we got this dog.
What was the deal?
I wanted to move to a new city, and she was like, okay, but if we do, we have to get an apartment that's pet friendly so we can get a dog. And I was like, LOL, sure, whatever. And buddy, we had been in there for 2 months, and she was like, let's just go to the SPCA and see what we find. And I was like, sure, why not? I didn't think we'd leave with a dog. I was just entertaining her bullshit.
She got you, brother.
She got me. Great decision, though.
You know, I'm not even going to say, sometimes some listen, can you believe the last time we was here speaking to the people was 21 days ago? I was like about to turn 30. Then I went on a trip, went back home to Georgia, did some things. That was pretty fun.
You had a DJ gig in Georgia. I
did. Speaking of which, I'm trying to post the link to it on Instagram. You just reminded me.
Yeah,
it was actually pretty fun.
So how'd you book that gig from across the country?
Well, it's crazy how life works. So I went back to see my family, and then this dude that I went to high school with, what's up, Kyle? I went to high school with, who's also a DJ in the Atlanta area. He was like, yo, gotta let me know when you back over on this side, and then let's try to do something. Let's try to DJ together. And so I was like, well, actually, shoot, I'm gonna be back in Georgia for XYZ during XYZ. He was like, all right, let me get back to you. Then he just came back and he was like, all right, I got us a little day party situation that I'm trying to put together. I want you to be on the lineup. You can start things off just in case you got places to be afterwards, or you can just chill. Said XYZ, and I was like, you know what? Why not? So just went down, got a set in. It was actually pretty fun. It was really. I've been listening back to the set. I'm about to post it here on my Instagram. But it was fun. I did some things. Here, I can put the link in the chat if you want to.
Yeah, put it in chat, and then we can put it. Can you put it in the
It's on
chat?
now.
Kyle said,
How is the internet?
"Yeah, no." I said, "How did you get that gig?" And Kyle said, "How the internet." Kyle, it was like, Kyle, you be open up a.
Kyle is funny. Yo,
Kyle is funny.
speaking of which, while I pull up this link, I went and saw. Well, here it is. Oh, sorry, I was just reading something. So here, I'm posting it in this
Cool.
Which chat?
You can do the private one, or if you want to do
Here, I'll drop it in the private one,
and then I'll drop it in the one that Kyle that the public uses.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a fun set. I had a good time. And then I was just chilling in Atlanta for the rest of my time there, and whew, buddy. The great city of Atlanta, man. It's one of those cities that I just look at and I'm like, that or New York City. I think that's where I would move to.
I love New York. We're trying to plan a trip to New York now.
I'm going to New York pretty soon, actually. Hey, buddy.
Work or play?
A little play, but I might do some. Might go by work.
Okay.
Just because, and then maybe seeing some concerts and stuff. Hit a few museums. See what the city like. See what outside's like. I'm trying to do a little late summer, maybe early fall.
We went in September a couple years ago for our anniversary. We went to a Liberty game in Brooklyn. Like we stayed in Manhattan, caught the train to Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, man. It was like I want to do that again. It was such a great trip.
When are the Aces playing the Liberty?
I haven't checked the schedule. So like, the closest team to me is the Mystics. So we've been looking at Mystics tickets. But now that the Mystics are good, the tickets are through the roof. So yeah, I might have to see when the Liberty are playing Brooklyn and see if when the Liberty are playing the Aces, if that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe you can see Asia again. Although I feel like those ticket prices might be.
Well, remember the first time I went to go see her, that first game, she was out. Like I woke up that morning and she was ruled out with an injury, so I didn't get to see Asia that game. Cold.
Wait, I could just put link in bio. I forgot I put this in my Instagram bio link. Kyle said, thankfully, the internet allows me to watch Speak on it, and it would allow you to hopefully watch the Stanley Cup Finals. We can start there for a little bit. We can just gloss by it since there's also the NBA Finals. I know we'll go a little bit deeper into that. Stanley Cup Finals Game 1 is tonight, probably in like maybe like an 45 minutes, maybe locally. Anyway, it is between the Vegas Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes. Danny, Vegas, they've been on and off. Listen, one thing I know about Vegas, they've been, ever since their team came about in the expansion, they've been pretty damn successful. I think this would be a pretty big win for them. Carolina's playing pretty good. They got a rabid fan base. They got the home field advantage, obviously. I'm going to go with the Vegas Knights in 6 games.
Okay. I'm going Carolina in 6 just because I saw the way they dismantled the Flyers. They beat the shit out the Flyers. So I'd love to see Vegas win because, Okay, so yeah.
I also picked
with the Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes to win. So we'll go. I don't know. I like what Vegas is doing down there. Kyle, I want to ask you something. What if Vegas wins? Would this be considered like a dynasty run between Vegas? Feels like between the Vegas Knights or the Florida teams. That seems to be where a lot of these Stanley Cup championships have been going the last maybe 5 to 8 years.
It's so crazy how
it feels like it's been the Knights, the Rays, or the Panthers lately just been winning it all.
It's crazy.
Or the Lightning, I mean. Lightning.
Yeah.
Lightning.
It's funny like how in baseball and hockey, like small market teams legit have a chance.
What do you think about them trying to bring a salary cap to baseball?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
That's what makes baseball great.
You guys should tell your owners to spend more.
Or find creative solutions for owners who don't want to pay that money. If you don't want to pay that money, like there's a whole movie about it, Moneyball. Like you find creative ways. I love the disparity.
I do too. Like everyone's so mad at the Dodgers, but look at the Mets. Like
just because you spend money doesn't mean you're going to win.
The D-backs made a World Series push a couple years ago. They're not a high spender.
Yeah.
And when some of y'all learn that some of these sports teams aren't in the business of winning, you'll feel better about what you'll start to understand more about what you're seeing.
Say that one more time.
Some of these professional teams are not in not in the business of winning.
No. The Portland Trail Blazers.
Don't do that. Listen, my backup team, my second home team, they go make some moves, bro.
Well, for me, it's the owner is so cheap.
Nah, don't do that.
Is he not?
They gonna spend or they gonna trade. They got Dame now, and they got something. Dame, Denny, they got some pieces. Don't do that to the Blazers.
I am not worried about.
And this is coming from a Lakers fan.
That man refused to pay for late checkout for everyone. He said it was too much. Get your shit.
Don't act like you tip at every restaurant you go to, brother.
I'm not a billionaire.
Touche.
Kyle got Carolina in 5.
Hurricanes are 12-1 in the playoffs. Vegas has some talented players, but I think Carolina finally gets it done. Listen, we'll get to it when we get to the NBA Finals pick.
Dog, man.
I think sometimes if you're playing the better ball, we'll see. Anyway, before we get into the sports, I want to ask you, as a fellow Hovenger, what we thinking about Jay-Z?
Sometimes old men got to remind you that they got old man strength. Sometimes you sleep on your elder, and then you pick up an axe, and he split a log with one hit, and you're like, oh, damn. He shake your hand. That's the one. Hey, what's up, old man? Hey, what's up, young man? He shake your hand. My bad, OG. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. You still got it.
You still got it?
You still got it. That's all that was. That was him firmly shaking people's hands, telling them he still got it.
What'd you think about the Leprechaun bar for Tory Lanez?
That was the handshake, the squeeze, and then, hey, how you doing? Yeah, that was the.
Mm-hmm. He said The Rock will never crumble. Leprechaun sitting in jail. Oh, man, let me stop. What about the bars he had for Aubrey Graham?
He said them crackers on your masters. Oh, my God.
Go talk to them tough. That was when I was like, contracts written in perpetuity? Ooh.
Like, if you're Drake, what are you doing? That's the second time in 3 years someone has dressed you down verbally. Pause. Is it as bad as Not Like Us? No. Nothing will ever be that bad. But Jay-Z is on Thank Me Later. Like, they've done tracks together.
Jay-Z was on Scorpion, brother.
Jay-Z wasn't he?
Jay-Z was on Certified Lover Boys. Never had a lot. This is all I need.
You right.
That was 2020.
Come on, dog. Here's what I'll say. If people around you are all saying the same thing about you, maybe it's you.
Say that again, brother.
Oh, my bad. I said if a group of people who are your friends are around you and they're all saying the same thing about you, maybe it is you.
He said ninjas looked up to Hove. Hove never looked up to them.
Like, if you and like my closest friends were all saying the same thing to me, maybe I might be like, damn, maybe they all have a point. But what do I know? What do I know?
Listen, Listen, Eddie said Eddie told y'all, don't get this boy started. Y'all don't want to hear where my thoughts been going. Like, he letting y'all know. Listen.
Again, all right, OG. You got it.
Do you think we get another Hove album?
I don't think we'll get another Hove album. I don't think he's going to. I think we're done with Hove albums. I think this is the kind of stuff we get. Like, he'll come out every 18, 24 months, something like this.
He got 2 shows in New York sometime in July.
Oh,
Yankee Stadium.
Yep. He'll do stuff like that, and I think he might give us a few fresh 16s, but I don't think he gives us an entire album.
What if there are rumors going around that he's working on an album?
Then I would sign me up. I still listen to American Gangster all the time, which is his masterpiece. I know people talk about The Blueprint, but American Gangster,
it's got some joints on it.
Cover to cover.
Got some joints on it.
Party Life, I listen to it once a week.
Groove, gotta give it groove. That good party life.
You know what? We listen to that tomorrow on the way to work.
Say what?
We listen to that on the way to work tomorrow.
Nothing wrong with that. Speaking of work, Myles Garrett was informed that his place of business and work is now in LA as Jared Verse, a native Ohan, a first, a second, and a third round pick goes to the Cleveland Browns blockbuster trade, the Micah Parsons deal of this offseason, basically. Yep. Danny, where would we start? Where do we begin on this one?
Do you want to start with how bad I feel for Jared Verse? Brother, if I had to move from LA to Cleveland, I would consider retiring. Like, I know he's an Ohio native, but brother, god damn.
You just definitely got thrusted into a completely different setup. You went from training to contend for a Super Bowl to now realizing ain't no Super Bowl next year.
Jared, all you need to do is focus on personal stats and hope in 3 years a contender comes save you. Like, that's all. That's all, dog.
Well, here's the thing. He's still on his rookie deal, right?
Yeah, and then he can get franchise tagged twice. So he could be in his 30s before he gets out of Cleveland in free agency. Potentially. Because this is year 3 coming up, right?
Yes.
So he has 3 more years on his rookie deal because they can pick up his 5th-year option, and then he can get franchise tagged twice.
No, I don't think they would do all that. I
don't think they would either, but I feel like
before they do all that.
But for the Rams, talk about all in, which makes the Ty Simpson pick even more confusing.
No, it doesn't. They were working on, listen, Ty Simpson, listen, they what do you, it actually makes it more sense. That makes this trade makes that Ty Simpson pick have more sense. Yo, basically, whole roster down, they're good. At every position, they're good. And they're 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 deep.
They're loaded at every position. They're not weak anywhere.
Yeah, except one. Your QB, while he is best player on team, I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo was like the back or some shit, bro.
That's true. That's true. And you get him on a rookie deal. I hear you.
Get him on a rookie deal when you don't need him. Y'all can't praise the Packers and be confused with the Rams. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, the Packers have had the best QB scouting department for 60 years.
Okay, well, Jared Goff is still pretty good in Detroit, so that means the Rams went from one good quarterback to trade him for an even better quarterback. They went from one good DN to trading for an even better good DN. So I want to know why the Packers can't really have anything, why we can't enjoy the Super Bowl that we are going to win this year. It's okay.
Do you think, I mean, I felt like this before, but it feels like the Super Bowl runs to the NFC West. Like whoever wins the NFC West is going to be the 1 seed.
No. The Super Bowl winner, in my opinion, runs through the NFC. But if we're talking about divisions, runs to the north. What are we talking about? It runs to
I
the
don't
north.
know about that.
I like the West is cool. I think the Seahawks are going to take a step back. I think the Rams are going to take a step forward. I think the Niners will take a step forward. I think we should pray for the Cardinals.
They have they have the hardest schedule in the NFL.
Yeah, good. In the NFC South, listen,
Yeah.
the Saints might beat something, but I expect the Bucks will be the talk of that division. And then in the NFC East, I mean, listen, Cowboys are the best team in the division. So, come on, brother.
I don't secede to that. Look, here's the thing. Like, I know the Eagles defense is going to be a top 5 unit. I don't know if the Cowboys will be. That's the only, because offensively, yes, the Cowboys have the better
defense is going to be top 5.
Yes, the Eagles defense will be top 5. Yes.
What makes you so sure of this?
They were top 7 last year, and they added Rick Woolen. And Jalen Carter's healthy. And they added Jonathan Grenard. Like, that defense, nah, dog.
Top 15 at best.
No. That defense is going to be top 5. Like, it's going to be, you're going to talk about the Eagles defense in the same breath as you talk about the Texans defense and the Seahawks defense. Vic Fangio was about to give us he gave us a masterpiece last year and they pissed it away. The defense got better.
Top 15 at best.
Top 7 is the floor. Top 3, number 1 is the
Giants got better. The Commanders got better. Cowboys best team.
Don't care.
I mean, and then it's in the north. Obviously,
we have two all-pro corners. And then we went
because the Cowboys got 2 all-pro wide receivers.
Perfect.
Y'all already have trouble guarding one. They got 2 plus the tight ends. Then they got the running back. Shout out to Devontae. You know what? Give me the Cowboys 1-1 in that division. And here's what I'm thinking: both teams win at the other's place.
Yeah, the Eagles play in Dallas on Thanksgiving. Can't wait.
Oh, that's definitely a Jalen Hurts one of them games.
You know what's funny? Did you know like 3 years ago, the Eagles petitioned saying that the Cowboys have an unfair advantage of having a home game there because everyone has to play a Thursday night game.
And theirs is Thanksgiving.
And theirs is Thanksgiving every year at home. So Jeffrey Lurie is like, that's not fair. How come their Thursday night home game is at home every year and it's on Thanksgiving?
So that's why they started getting multiple Thursday night games.
Yeah, but now they have 2 this year.
Yeah, they had 2. Yeah, I think what I've been noticing for the Cowboys is the Thursday after Thanksgiving, they've been on the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they had 3 last year then because they opened the season in Philly, and that was a Thursday night.
Yeah, but that's the season open. I don't know if that really counts. It's like, brother, we all know the season starts on this day. It doesn't really matter if this day was Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday. It's like, that's why I honestly understand some of the international games on season openers. It's like, all right, or the big, because it's like, all right, yes, you kind of do have to go out your way, but everyone's training up to this. It's not like we're training up somewhere else and then this is a stop, like some of the other, like the European international games.
Yeah. Well, the Cowboys and the Ravens this year, it's like week 4 they play in Brazil, and neither one of them have the bye week after that. That's messed up. Like that, I would have a real gripe if I were Dallas and Baltimore.
And I bet you both of them will lose that game.
Yeah, like you got to fly to Brazil to play Sunday, and then you got to be home and play again like the following Sunday.
Well, I don't know. It depends on how long.
That's a trip. Like Brazil is a trip. Across the pond to London, okay.
That's 5-6 hours, ain't it, from New York City?
Well, London, because the Eagles play in London against Jacksonville, and they said it's a 5-hour flight, so it's essentially flying to LA.
Yeah.
But Dallas to Brazil? Nah, man.
Probably like 7-8 hours, maybe no more than like 10-11.
That's a lot, man. Like that I did not appreciate if I were.
It's not ideal. Speaking of your Eagles, seems like a lot of Eagles players and fans are happy now that the Patriots have officially traded A.J. Brown. They sent a 1st and a 5th round pick to the Eagles for A.J. Brown. Danny, let me get your thoughts there. Why does it seem like so many Eagles were happy about this?
I think happiness is the wrong term. I think it's more so relieved that there is a conclusion, excuse me. Like this AJ saga has been going on all year. It really started to pick up steam after the 49ers game where he, I don't want to say he went to bed, but he dropped some very important passes from Jalen that could have helped him in the game. It seems like it was always going to be the Patriots. Howie said yesterday in his press conference that essentially he won't do in this deal unless he got a first-round pick. So he got his first-round pick. The fifth-round pick was a sweetener, I guess. It's the fifth-round pick. The Patriots have two fifth-round picks next year. Whichever one is better will go to Philadelphia.
Okay.
But, I think the offense is worse. That's why I'm hesitant to say they're going to win the division. Like any offense that loses A.J. Brown is worse. I don't care who's next in line. But I do.
What do you think this means for Makai Lemon?
He's number 2. Like Smitty's 1. Like I think Sean Mannion has created the same kind of receiving room that he had in Green Bay. I think that the goal is to spread the ball around more so than the old Eagles offense, where it's like AJ, Devontae, and Dallas. I think Sean Mannion has said he wants to spread the ball around more. I'm intrigued to see it. I'm intrigued to see how Jalen responds. I don't want to make any predictions, but I think he's going to be in the MVP conversation. Nothing's more dangerous than a motivated Jalen Hurts.
What do you think this means for Eli Stowers, says Kyle?
I think Eli this year is not going to get the burn that he probably should, because this is Goddard's last year, especially since Eli Stowers isn't a strong blocker. So if Eli's out on the field, I feel like defense would pretty know it's. I feel like the defense would know it's a passing play. That's his blocking. I think that was the knock on him. So I don't think he's going to have a big year, but I think he'll make his mark. He's just such a gifted receiver.
OBJ signed into the Giants along with Juju Smith-Schuster and Braxton Berrios. Who do you think will have the best season out of those 3?
Probably Juju. But my question for you is, as someone who owns Malik Neighbors and Dynasty, does this make you nervous?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I'm looking at my Dynasty team right now, and receiver-wise, I got my vets, Jacoby Myers, Mike Evans, but these young bulls, including Matthew Golden, who I traded for. I told you I have him in my other Dynasty league. I traded for him last year, and then he's someone I wanted to make sure I have in both leagues. So Matthew Golden in year 2, no more Romeo Dubs. So it looks like it's Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, and Matthew Golden. So I got him at wide receiver 1. Got Jaden Higgins in year 2 from the Texans. And then in my wide receiver 3, I got Makai Lemon, obviously rookie. Trey Harris from the Chargers. He's looking like he's going to be top 3 receiver in that wide receiver room. Ted Hurst from the Bucks, so basically the Mike Evans replacement. Okay. Skylar Bell for the Bills, got him. And then obviously we got Malik Neighbors. So plus I drafted Jacoby Lane as well from Baltimore. So I got some dogs. Add in Devon Achane, Quinshon Junkins. We signed Chris Rodriguez to a big deal this year in offseason. Don't sleep on the Horn Ducks. The Las Vegas Horn Ducks. We're on the way. Speaking of being on the way, the Bears are on the way to Indiana, as it seems. The lawmakers are still mulling over the decision for the new stadium. But, Danny, the Bears might be dead ass be playing in Indiana next year or soon. What are your thoughts?
You and I have. How long have you and I been doing this?
Probably since like 21.
How many times have you and I talked about how taxpayers shouldn't fund stadiums? Because I feel like this is the whole reason for them threatening to go to Indiana. Part of it's probably the city of Chicago's like, we don't want to fund a stadium when you can do it yourself. That stadium is going to go into Chicago. I have no worries about that. I feel like this is just posturing.
They're probably saying like, we're gonna make it, but we'll only fund half at least.
Yeah, like remember when the Bucks were building their new arena and they were threatening to move the team before the Bills built their new arena, they were threatening to move the team. Like the only owner, to my knowledge, who did not use taxpayer funds to build their stadium was Jerry Jones.
He built that John himself.
I think Jerry Jones built that by himself. Taxpayers shouldn't be supplementing stadiums with the. I don't want to get into this ring because we ain't got a lot of time. But yeah, taxpayers shouldn't be funding stadiums for billionaires.
They should be funding things like Russell Wilson's broadcasting career at CBS.
Yes. He is going to be so corny. I cannot wait for the gems in me to give us.
This is Russell Wilson. Let's ride, CBS Sports.
Oh, it is like he is going to say some stuff, and JJ Watt, I can see his face now. Phil Cowher's not going to know how to respond. JJ Watt's going to look confused. Nate Burles, he's going to try to, help out as much as he can. It's going to be great. So hold on, is Wilson going to be in the booth or is he going to be in studio?
I don't know.
I hope he's in studio. I can't take him in the booth. Hell no. We already got Romo.
I think he'd be funny in the booth.
See, Kyle gets it. This the stuff he would say on TV. Who hired him? Sounds dangerous. That's the kind
he'd be in there and was like, I bet you he woke up feeling dangerous, huh?
He's the dangerous player of the game, Russ. Like, bro, I'm telling you, I can't wait.
Do you think, speaking of things that can't wait, do you think there's going to come a time where Dallas has to choose between CD or George Pickens in the long term on who to keep and who to pay?
I think they've already made that decision. Like, you're going to tag Pickens this year. Like, I think he's going to walk away for nothing because that's the most Cowboys thing they do. Trade for a receiver you're going to have to pay in a year, tag him, and then not pay him next year.
I think they pay him.
So you think they pay both of them?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. The problem is, so here's what I'll say to that. They don't need a top 10 defense, right? They just need a top 15 defense, and they can really make some noise in the playoffs. So if you think the route to that is, if you think Christian Parker can take what you already have and Caleb Downs and he can beat Cooper DeJean for you, yeah, man, fuck it, pay him.
If you think you can beat what the Packers got going on, sadly mistaken, boy.
I'm just saying, if they think Christian Parker can recreate anything that Vic Fangio did in Philadelphia and you can have a top 15 defense, yeah, go all in. That's what the Eagles did. Eagles paid all that money to the offense, and now that money is starting to funnel to the defense while you're replacing players with rookies or cheaper players on offense.
That's a smart idea, but you got to make sure those players can play, though.
Yeah, exactly. You got to hit on your draft picks for that team building strategy to work because you're not going to.
You're going to have a team.
Or you're going to be tied to terrible players for a long time.
Man, speaking of tied to terrible players, well, we'll quickly run through it, but Dynasty.
Yeah, man.
How you feeling?
I feel great. It's funny, now that AJ is a Patriot, a lot of people have reached out and it's like, oh, you don't have the Jalen AJ stack. Are you open to trading AJ? I've gotten 3 people reach out about AJ since the trade.
What you thinking?
Look, everyone is available for the right price. But as I've told you in private and on the show, I'm only interested in elite pass catchers. So if I'm giving up AJ Brown, I better be getting an elite pass catcher. And by that, I mean an elite tight end or an elite running back, or I'm using AJ to get a better receiver and tying a pick to it. How
many receivers are better than AJ Brown?
Yeah, exactly. It'd have to be a Puka, Amon-Ra, Jettas, Jamar, Drake London.
You would trade with Greg for the Puka?
I've been trying to talk to Greg about Puka for years. He not budging. Like, I can offer him whatever he wants for Puka, and he is not budging. Or Amon-Ra. I'll give him that. He is very consistent. Or CeeDee Lamb. Like, CeeDee Lamb's the other one I would trade for, but that's Rojo. Rojo's not trading CeeDee Lamb.
I told y'all, those two are on my strict no trade. I'm not contributing and no more success of theirs.
That's fair. But the thing about Greg is Greg has a lot of elite tight ends, and in a tight end premium league, that could be very valuable. Like, he has Harold Fannin, he has Kyle Pitts. Like, Greg has a decent roster.
I'm not contributing no more to any more success.
That's fair.
Speaking of success and contributing, do you think Brendan Sorsby from Texas Tech will be granted eligibility by the judge, or you think he's cooked?
Did Sorsby go to a judge who attended Texas Tech? Guys to Texas Tech? Because that seems to be the key. That's what Trinidad Chambers. Yeah, that's what the kid at Ole Miss did. He went to a judge who went to Ole Miss and was like, "Oh yeah, you can do this. All you gotta do is go to a judge who has ties to your school. Boom, you're done."
What they gonna say?
What they gonna say?
Okay. What are your thoughts on Steve Sarkisian taking some jabs at Texas Tech's overall football schedule? And then the head coach of Texas Tech, I believe his name is Jerry Maguire. He said, hell, we're happy to play Texas in weeks 1 or 2, and we'll buy out our current out-of-conference games.
Talk about if I'm a player, that's what I want from my head coach. Nah, dog, we ain't running from you, and we'll also pay whatever fee we're paying to that small school so they're good just so we can face you. Because if you're Texas, now you got to say yes, or you a bitch. Like, Sark got to say yes now.
Sark was also saying he was saying some stuff about Ole Miss education. You can go there for agriculture and tech.
And you can say the same thing about Texas A&M. They both the same.
Who went to you? Did
At Texas A&M is an agriculture school.
Touche. That's what I thought about it again.
So Ole Miss and Texas Tech. Spider-Man.
The same team. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 7 minutes. NBA time. The Knicks ran through the East. We thought something was sweet when they were down a game to the Hawks. They came back, blew them boys out. Then faced Philadelphia, blew them boys out. Then faced Cleveland, blew them boys out. Boys ain't played since, early part of last week when y'all was getting off from, or during y'all's Memorial Day weekend. That's how long it's been. Spurs. They knew what it was. They came in facing them hitters. But this was a new type of hitter. No, it's not LeBron. Nah, not him. It's Wemby. He's the one. He's the alien. Wemby is an alien, people. I can't really tell y'all much more if you haven't seen it. Wemby, Stephon Castle, them boys, they was playing. Danny, I'm gonna start with this. Cat versus Wemby. I think Wemby's going to win the matchup, but I think Cat might win the war. I'm going to take Knicks in 6.
You took the words. I'm thinking the same thing. I think the Spurs are exhausted. They just got out of the probably the best playoff series we'll watch this year. I'm taking the Knicks in 6. The Knicks have rest. We saw how tired Wemby is getting. Like, He looked very winded in games 5, 6, and 7. I think he is running out of gas because we have said before, you just don't win a championship, right? Like, you got to have some heartbreak. Not Wemby. He's the alien, as you said. If the Spurs won, I wouldn't be shocked. But also, like, the part of, becoming a champion are the long playoff runs that end. So you have an understanding of how to prepare for longer playoff runs. Wemby's never done that, and he's still in the finals. And I know we ran out of time. The way he shut Chet down.
Nah, Chet. Nah, you can't shut someone down who took 4 shots.
But why didn't he take more? He knew who was standing across from him.
And he couldn't.
He couldn't.
No, he physically couldn't.
Why is that? Is he hurt?
He's soft.
Oh.
Weak.
Here's the crazy thing. You can't trade him because when you're thinking of someone, what kind of person do I want to guard Wemby? If you could draw him up, it would be Chet. And there's only one Chet in the league.
Well, Chet got to do better next time, brother.
Dirk had the soft label. He shed it. I don't know if Chet can, but it's not impossible.
Listen, brother, ain't nobody talking about the Mavericks.
I'm just saying, I'm just trying to give an example of a player who was labeled soft who overcame that soft label.
We got to make the playoffs before we start acknowledging what you're doing in the offseason.
I'm not, man, you being a bully.
Knicks in 6. You know what this might mean? Spurs might dog walk these boys. Speaking of dog walking, acknowledge y'all's tribal chief, ladies and gentlemen.
Right now.
Acknowledge y'all's tribal chief, ladies and gentlemen. It was a great show. It's a great clash in Italy. Cody beats Gunther controversially.
Yep.
Suka beats Becky Lynch for the IC title. Brock Lesnar gets his get back. Rhea Ripley retains the title.
Yep.
Roman beats Jacob Fatu in tribal combat. Please put up your motherfucking ones.
And Jacob has acknowledged his tribal chief.
And I too, like Jacob, am acknowledging my tribal chief.
Only thing I hate about is Oba.
Nah, I like it. Setting up a trilogy.
So,
Danny, let the good people know where to find you, my good brother.
You can find us at @speaking_pod. We are here every Tuesday night. Make sure to lock in.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can find me on Instagram at DJ Los D Mix. DJ Los D Mix. Outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, you can find me at Los D Mix all around. All my links, all my socials are in the links in my bio on Instagram. Hey, got the June calendar up, and I just put a new set on SoundCloud earlier today. So
we shared the link, but excited to see where your DJ career is taking off. It's really
and my YouTube set, Spin Cycle.
Yeah,
proud of you.
You put in a lot of work,
my brother. I appreciate it. I don't know if I ever shared that with you. Let me do that while I'm here.
Throw that in the chat, and then we can
get up out of here.
Too.
Hey, they just posted my good brothers too. They posted both. Okay. Come on, man. I was just listening to it.
We'll share it on Twitter and we'll share it on Instagram. We'll catch you guys.
Wait. I got it. Right.
You got it?
Oh, never mind. Oh. Ooh. Right here. And then we can get up out of here, brother.
Got it. And
ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Danny's going to drop this in the chat, and then we're going to get up out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us. We appreciate it. Much love. Y'all have a great next show, and see you next time. Peace out.